Let me introduce myself. My name is Raziz Ahmad Armani with NPM 2231-2019 and my web design lecturer, Mr. Aditya. I will explain about basic HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Is a programming language used to create and design web page. HTML is used to describe the structure and content of a web page and is fundamental part of web technology. HTML uses a number of elements and text that are used to organize the appearance and structure of a web page. Each HTML element has a specific role in defining different parts of a web page, as well as titles, paragraph, image, link, list, and so on. These elements are encoded using HTML text placed inside HTML documents. A simple example HTML. In the example above, you can see some basic HTML elements such as HTML, head, title, body, HL, and P. HTML is the foundation of almost all web pages on the internet and plays an important role in determining the appearance and structure of the content displayed to users through their web browsers. Types of HTML. HTML or Hypertext Markup Language consists of various versions and specifications, but the most commonly used HTML version 5, HTML5. Here are some types of HTML you need to know. HTML5. This is the latest and most common version of HTML. HTML5 provides many improvements and new features, including new elements such as a video, audio, and the ability to embed JavaScript scripts easily. This is a modern standard used in web development today. Next is HTML5. 4, sorry, HTML4. HTML4, a version of HTML prior to HTML5, which was also widely used in its time. HTML5 introduced various elements and attributes, and is still used in some older projects. Next is XHTML, or Extensible Hypertext Markup Language. This is a more rigorous approach in HTML writing, which follow XML rules. XHTML has a stricter syntax and requires more consistent writing rules than regular HTML. The latest version XHTML is 1.1. Next is HTML plus CSS. Although CSS cascading style sheets is not a version of HTML, it plays an important role in designing the appearance of web pages. HTML and CSS work together to separate the content and structure from the display, so you can design web pages more flexibly. More flexibly. Next is HTML Mobile File or HTML-MP. This is a parent of HTML adapted to mobile device. HTML-MP allows developers to create web pages optimized for mobile device with smaller screen size. Next is HTML 3.2, HTML 2.0, and HTML 1.0. These are the early versions of HTML used in the early days of web development. They have much more limited features to compare the version more recently. Next is HTML Living Standard or HTML-LS. This is an attempt to develop HTML as a continuously updated standard without numeric version. This is allows HTML to continue to evolve by adding features and improvements without having wait for an official release. The last one is HTML for email. HTML for email. When sending an email, you can also use HTML to format the email content. However, HTML for email has some limitations and different compared for the HTML for the web. That's all I can say this time. More or less. Sorry. I will end goodbye and thank you.